What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you hear me growl, I have Tourette Syndrome, man. I can't control it. Hopefully it doesn't bother you that much. If you're already subscribed, you guys know I appreciate you so much. Let's get into it. All right, guys, here we go. The best ARC 3.0 Hunter build in the game right now. I don't think that there's a better one. I tailored everything in this build to really complement off the entire build, so everything plays into everything in this build, okay? And this is a lot like my solar build was last season. I didn't actually make a video for that, but it was in my How to Solo Flawless Duality video, so if you saw that, or I will link in the description if you're looking for a solar hunter to go check that out. Guys, here we go. Okay, this is it. These stats, by the way, I didn't even optimize for the build. These are just, they don't even matter at this point. Like, definitely go and optimize for like whatever you want to do, but the build is so good that those stats really don't even matter. So we got the Gambler's Dodge, because that's always going to give us our melee ability back if we make a mistake, which we really shouldn't because it's a melee. Jump doesn't matter. You can choose what you want. Combination Blow, you want to go with that. Storm Grenade, it's amazing. Definitely go with that. It's really good this season. Lethal Current, after dodging, the next melee attack has increased lunge, jolts the target, and creates a damaging aftershock. It's amazing. And then Flow State, defeating a jolted target makes you amplified. Then while amplified, your dodge recharges more quickly, you know, it's more resilience, all that. Spark of Ions, defeating a jolted target creates an ionic trace. Guys, you have to go buy this. It's one of the newer ones that just came out. Go get it. Your arc grenades jolt targets. Spark of Shock, use that because every time you throw a grenade, especially that storm grenade, it will jolt them. Spark of Resistance, obviously that's just going to give you more resistance. And then Spark of Magnitude, your lingering arc grenades have extended duration, including the storm grenade, so you want to do that as well. Guys, now I'm going to show you, most of the stuff doesn't matter. It's really just the final slot that matters. You know, the other stuff is pretty much interchangeable, whatever you want. Definitely want Melee Well Maker, okay, because you're going to spawn elemental wells because of your melee attack. Now for the second one, Elemental Armaments, combatant weapon final blows with a damage type that matches your subclass element have an escalating chance to spawn an elemental well. That's why I'm using Risk Runner. You can basically use any arc, okay? On the seasonal artifact, Focusing Strike, you definitely want to grab that, so it only costs one. You can double those up, they stack. Font of Might, picking up an elemental well that matches your subclass energy type grants temporary bonus to weapon damage of the same elemental type. Once again, that plays into the Risk Runner or whatever arc weapon you're using. These are pretty much interchangeable. If you want the extra resistance or you want reserves, you can do whatever you want with that. Well of Ions, picking up an arc elemental well causes your next melee to increase damage. Like, of course, you're going to be meleeing all the time with this, so that's awesome to have. And then finally, I really like this. You don't necessarily need it. You could switch it for something else, but Seeking Wells, elemental wells you create will move across the ground towards nearby players, so you don't actually have to go and pick them up. They'll just come to you, okay? And then Bad Amplitude, defeating a champion with an arc ability causes the champions to become jolted if you want to use that as well. Now, like I said, guys, most of these weapons don't matter. I'm using Risk Runner. You really just want to use an arc weapon, okay? Now, Trinity Ghoul's amazing. You can use any type of arc weapon for that matter. And then as far as heavies, you could use the Thunderlord, whatever you want to do. Like I said, weapons are pretty much interchangeable. I'm going to show you a little bit more of this build. The first clips I showed you were like in-game stuff. So they were like activities. I was helping people get Wish Ender in that, but I want to show you the actual power of this build. Guys, look at this. Every single time you do it, because of the fragments and stuff, you get amplified. So now, as you can see, not only is your combination blow going up, not only do you avoid invisibility because of the Assassin's Cowl, but look, you're amplified, and you're pretty much amplified for more time than you're invisible. So you could run around, you're still invisible, you come out of it, you melee something, you chain lightning, it jolts everything that doesn't die, it chains the lightning and pretty much kills everything. Okay, guys, like, this build is absolutely unbelievable. Like, it is hands down one of my favorite builds. There's so much stuff, and like I said, the entire build I crafted to really play off of, like, everything in the build. Guys, really quickly, if you're new to the channel and you haven't yet, please click the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. You don't want to miss out on an upload, and it really helps me out. I really appreciate it, guys. I would really appreciate it if you could just subscribe. It's completely free. And if for some reason you dislike my content later on, by all means, I fully understand, and you can unsubscribe and then comment my content sucks, and I will be fine with it. But guys, just subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification. And like I said, later on, if you dislike it, by all means, I understand. But guys, this is about to wind down. I'm coming down. By the way, I wanted to show you guys, as you saw where I meleeed that one wizard and then it chained the lightning because I had my melee ability and it did die, that yellow bar. But the second one, I purposely didn't dodge to show you it didn't kill him because it didn't trigger that lightning. So you always want to dodge to have that melee ability first. And plus, you're invisible from it. So it's not like dodging. First off, you dodge, you get your melee back. You melee, you get your dodge back. So like, it's just every other, and it's legitimately unstoppable. On top of that, you're always invisible every time you do it. So like, I don't know what else I could tell you. This build is just absolutely ridiculous. You know what I mean? The chain lightning, you're becoming a literal thunder god with this build, you know? You're always in the action. You're always invisible. You can use this to like revive and stuff. Like if your teammates are down, all you gotta do is melee one person and then you're invisible. You could just revive somebody or continue to chain them until you could revive them. Okay, guys, and you're amplified for like the entire time. Your combination blow is pretty much active like the entire time. So you're doing increased damage. You're having void invisibility from the assassin's cowl. You're getting damage resistance. Like guys, I don't know what more I could tell you. This is hands down the best build. You gotta try it out. I will link in the description in dim so you could easily put it on if you want to check it out through that. I showed you the whole build, so if you're on console or something, don't have dim, then just follow it like that. But it will be in the description so you can do it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this helped you guys out. Like I said, guys, if you're new to the channel, please click the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. Really appreciate it. It really helps out the channel. This is going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this helped you. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Like and subscribe.